someone asked him about taking this game to another level, and he's like, "I'm only 28. I mean, how much room does he have for? I mean, arguably, should be three MVPs. How much growth could you see still in him?"
I think there's a lot left there for him in terms of growth. I think he sees the field better now than he did even 2 years ago. I can't speak before then.
Right.
I can just speak to how he sees the field based on what we're doing offensively, and and the players that we have in the system. And I really do. I only think he's just getting started with his ability. He's always had the ability as a playmaker and to run with the ball, but his ability as he's improved greatly, which is a huge credit to him, in his ability to throw the football to win at all times of the game, really, and in all phases of the game.
How have you seen T. Martin, specifically leave his mark on Lamar's game?
What was that?
How have you seen T. Martin?
Oh, T. Martin. Oh, T does an unbelievable job. We're so lucky. When I came in as the coordinator, I said this to a group here in the building. When I came in as the coordinator, we were looking for a quarterback coach. I mean, we were looking, hey, who do we think can get the most out of Lamar? Like, who can, and that's crazy to say, right? Or that's probably silly. Like, how can we take another step? Each year, take another step. Well, T was already here coaching wideouts. And I'll give him credit. He came up to Harvard and I and said, hey, can I interview for the job? And we interviewed T, and he killed it. And I think his personality, how smart he is, he's been a coordinator, he played the position, I think has been invaluable. I get way, way, way too much credit for that part of Lamar's game. That goes to T. Martin.
Todd, these last couple of days we haven't seen a lot of Bateman and Zay, obviously, which is we got to see a lot of the younger guys. What have you gotten to see from some of these younger receivers?
Well, it's great. I mean, it's you talk about all the time about certain moments, opportunities that come up for the young players to be ready, and it's the expectations of the position. Lamar has that, we have that whoever steps in and plays certain positions has to play like a Raven, and we've got to be able to execute and score points. And I was proud of it today. Yesterday, a little tougher go, okay? Today, better. Guys made some plays. I think every day that the young players are intentional, they're going to get better. I mean, we got really good kids. I think they're really working hard at it, and every day that they're intentional at a certain part of their craft, you can see them getting better.
How much of, you have a lot of different ways you can attack defenses. How much of training camp is just determining what your identity is going to be for this season?
Some of that's true. Some of it is who are we going to be based on the personnel that we have, the success we had last year, off-season studies, and then as we move along, because you can't stay stagnant as an offense. I mean, you've got to keep evolving. That's also with Lamar. That's how do we take another step in certain concepts that we have, our ability at the line of scrimmage, his ability to get in and out of plays. So that's all a part of training camp and a big part of the offseason as well.
Now the pads have been on for a few practices. What have you seen from the offensive line and specifically at left guard?
Well, I'm excited there. I think there's a great battle between Ben Cleveland and Voorhees. I think we got talent there. That's why you draft, O-linemen and draft and let them develop, as they come along. And then hopefully you have the ability that when you lose guys in free agency, which we have, that you've got guys ready to go in there and play at a really high level. And I like how we've played in pads the first couple of days. It's been hot. It's been hard on those guys. If it's hard on anybody, it's the big guys up front. But that's what we're here for. And we're here to get ourselves in football shape, and you only do that by playing football.
Todd, we talked to return of Keaton Mitchell to full speed and full health. Does that make you start thinking of different ways? You got a lot of talent in that backfield, but you still only have so many players to give the ball to.
I'm excited for him. I think any player that goes through the type of injury he did, where he was at playing so well, it's not an injury in practice or someone who's not playing, but how explosive he was, and to be doing it on the field and then to have that setback. Don't know if he was full speed last year, but it's exciting for him. You see him smiling again. And I think it's only going to continue to come along with his trust in it and his ability to really hit it downhill. But it's exciting for us. I mean, to have another weapon, another guy that can, that can make explosive plays, because that's what the game's about.
Todd, we talked to Charlie yesterday. I mean, so he might be a little more in the spotlight with Isaiah dealing with his injury. Where did you see strides that you liked from him last year, and where do you think that he'll build this year?
Well, I got a lot of respect for Charlie. I really do. My understanding is when he came out, he wasn't really known as a Y, a blocking tight end. That wasn't his forte. He was a really good matchup guy, ball skill guy, red zone, tough catches, which he still is. But man, has he come a long way. Special teams. At times has been a special teams captain for us. You talk about having a Y when you want to be a C-gap run team downhill, get under center. And I mean, I think he put in 6,000 yards yesterday. I mean, on the field, special teams, and he was still going. I got a lot of respect for Charlie. And it's grown over the 2 years and now going in the third year of me being here.
I think we're through 8 practices now with this camp. I guess, how would you evaluate how your offense is going against this defense, and I guess where you are just with the overall install and satisfaction level?
As usual, you have your ups and downs. You have some days you're like, boy, that's the way it should look. And not even just days, plays, series, moments of practice. The good news is we get to go against an elite defense from personnel and staff. The tough thing is we get to go against an elite defense and staff. And that really stresses you. It really forces you to practice every day at a high level or you'll get exposed. But I like where we're at. I like the way we're practicing. But it's not always fun to go against our defense. It's a great challenge, but it's not always fun.
I'm sure over the years, when you see Derrick Henry, you've always seen him do the stiff arm. Now you have him in it. How strong of a weapon is that, and how tough it is for defenses to get around?
What am I going to say that you guys haven't already said? I mean, I was with the Jacksonville Jaguars when he was like a freshman in high school, and he came over to the facility, and they said, this guy's a running back. And I'm like, what? And the guy's like 14 years old, and he looks like he's 28. And a lot like when I first saw Adrian Peterson, when you see somebody that's just different. And that was like that. And you see him, and then to actually get a chance to coach him. A man that fast, that big, that powerful, keeps himself in that kind of shape, so prideful in getting it right. I mean, he was so happy today because I was wrong. I accused him of something, and usually he's not right. So so this time he was, but he was so fired up to tell me that I was wrong because he's so prideful. When you say something to him, he's going to take it to heart and he wants to get it right. So today he was right, and so I got to eat that. But it's just, I mean, it's cool as hell. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it's we're blessed, and he's blessed to have us. Let's say it like it is. I mean, it's pretty damn cool to be a Raven. And he's a Raven now with this organization, the players that are around him.
You can do 2 more for Coach, please. Unless we're good. Great.
Perfect.